Honorable Ministers, members of the Diplomatic Corps, FBC board members, FBC staff, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I acknowledge the presence of former members of parliament and former ministers, particularly my friend Sir James Harcoy, who is here with us tonight. Nisambululak. Thank you very much for your invitation for me to be here to celebrate with you this special occasion, this special day for the Fijian Broadcasting Corporation as we move towards a new era. I've just come back from Dilkusha Methodist High School, where we inaugurated a new hall, a new school building. It's called the Exodus Block. It reflects what the Methodist Church has programmed these few years. Nalakoyanivo, the new Exodus. And I asked the members of the board of the school and the principal, where to? You're going, you're leaving this place, it's an exodus from this place, but where to? They'll probably be asking you the same. A new dawn tells us we're in the darkness and we're looking forward to light. Is that what you have in mind? Is that what your promise is to the people of Fiji? The Fijian Broadcasting Corporation traces its history back to the 1930s, when it first began operating under license from the Post and Telegraph Department of the Fiji government. It broadcast for only a couple of hours in the evenings. In those days, and people would come back early from their gardens in the villages and congregate towards the only house in the village that had a radio, powered by a 12-volt wet cell battery. I remember those days, and I'm sure Sir James remembers those days too. Not many of us remember those days. It became very useful during the World War II years, from 1939 to 1945. And I was blessed last night to receive a visit from most of you, the members of the staff who are here tonight. And those who are not there, I can report that they came to apologize for something they did not do. And that's the beauty of the Tauke culture. If the person who offended you was there or not, when others make representation on their behalf and you accept, you have accepted the apologies of those that were not there. It was a mataningasau, and it was very respectfully presented, and I gracefully received and released them from their burden of guilt if they had any. So we're meeting tonight as great friends. Anything in the past is forgiven. Forgiveness is very, very easy for those of us who have been forgiven many times. So last night was no sweat. The FBC as an institution is an integral part of our nation's history. For a long time, after its inception, FBC enjoyed the position as a trusted primary source of news and information. Growing up outside Viti Levu, our only link to the outside world was a radio telephone. But you would have to go to Sabu from my village, and there were no buses. You could try and go by outward model, but that was not guaranteed to take you all the way. There was also those simplex engine-powered boats that were built in the villages and took one whole day to get down to the nearest landing place in Matakunea, and then you'd have to wait for the bus. If the bus arrived empty, you're lucky. Sometimes there are no passengers, but bags and sacks of copra loaded in the bus. They were the only modes of transportation in my area in that time. So when people complain to me about roads now, and buses and aircraft and all those things, I said, what's the problem? We enjoyed the radios, those evening broadcasts, about 2 hours. There is a village in Maduata, the area where the Honorable Moambolitawu comes from. Is he here? Probably not here. The village head had noticed that the men were leaving their gardens too early to come back and have a bath in the stream next to the village, come, dress up, and come and sit around the radio with the inevitable bowl of Yangana. They turned the radio on. No one would listen to it, but continue to enjoy the Yangana. One day, the chief, the Tuinamuka, decided he was going to change the routine in the village. So he told his Tavale, you come early too. I will turn the radio on, and you tell the people not to come and waste time drinking grog and pretending to listen to the radio. So at 6 o'clock, God Save the Queen came. Everybody stood up and then sat down. He twisted the knob on the radio, a crackling sound, and then the voice came out. Niimbulovina kanachiko maina muka. They're talking directly to us. Sa rongodi mai na non da vale ni wale si, ni saru ilevu na nomu ni bude sa. Ni sambiu te chiko mai vo to tolo na nomu ni tei, moni mai vo rongo wales. Sanga ilevu tale na nomu ni ngunu yangona. So one by one they started leaving. And that was the end of their evening radio sessions. But in those days, you remember golden voices of Ureya Koroi, Sosombong Rau, David Talanga, more recently, Blova Sitiveni Rabuka, Nausoko, Gary Acosta, YG Ngonabo, SK Semikoroi, Apakuki Loka, Sirel Kini, and many others. Their names that have become part of the history of FBC. The FBC particularly played a huge role in the disaster management and warnings before disasters in those days. Many years before television, even now with television, some areas are not covered. People tune in to listen to the AM radio broadcast out via FBC. It's a great service to the nation and its people. I have some claim at being part of a media organization before. I was a messenger with Fiji Times. My duty was to take the letters from the Fiji Times office to the post office on a pedal bike and back. I worked there with Temesake Koroi, who is a well-known name in the media circles. FBC not only recorded our change throughout history, it too has been subjected to various name changes. In January 1998, while I was Prime Minister, the whole world was going through the corporatization and privatization era, right-sizing government and so on. Some of you probably do not believe that I was Prime Minister 30 years ago. Many of you know that I was Prime Minister from last month or previous month. We were going through that period, so we had to corporatize, and we renamed the organization Ireland Networks Corporation Limited. In '99, I was defeated in the general elections, and the new government changed the name to Fiji Broadcasting Corporation Limited. Today, it operates 6 radio stations, 2 in each of the major local languages, and its first free-to-air television, FBC TV, was launched in 2011. I want to acknowledge the contribution and the efforts of long-time serving staff, the executive team, and your newly appointed FBC Board of Directors. Thank you for the cordial hospitality accorded to me this evening. Your chairperson has given me an update and assured me about job security for the staff. Not well. They didn't clap. I'm told you are expected to work in a friendly and conducive environment that will help you deliver to the expectations of the shareholders, the stakeholders, particularly the shareholders, who are the people of Fiji, who are also the owners of FBC. Remember, FBC is not owned by a few people, it's owned by all the citizens of Fiji. It should in fact be the people's radio, for the people fund it and the people run it. I know you will uphold the highest ethical standards, compliance, integrity, and governance in the tasks assigned to you. I distinctly remember during our campaign, although you didn't allow me much time, I assured the people of Fiji that I would bring freedom of the press, and I stand before you all today with the same sentiments. As I was driving in, I read an email from one of our prominent official of one of our 2 local newspapers, asking me to comment on a well-known personality being questioned by the police for something she had put on Facebook. As we enjoy the freedom of the press, our right to express ourselves, expect that some will take umbrage to what you write or you say. They will not be happy, and they may do what was done to this lady today. Enjoy responsibly. I'm not advertising Fiji beer. We're going to ensure that you enjoy your freedom as workers in the media. And we together should allow the people their freedom to express themselves. But we would like to assure them, you're free, but be responsible for what you say. because somebody won't like it, and they may take you to the police. And that's the normal process. As your line minister, the chair will be providing me with regular updates and your plans going forward, as I would like to see these entity become robust and become a more self-reliant organization in the future. Finally, I would like to reiterate my ethos: have malice towards none. And the chair has told us one of our favorite phrases today, or sentences or statements. Hate or malice is like drinking poison and hoping the other guy dies. I have the duty as your Prime Minister and your line minister to encourage all of us to unite and work towards a united Fiji where we can all prosper collectively in this beautiful nation we call home. Thank you for your time, and I wish the FBC board, the executives, and the hard-working team all the very best. God bless you all. God bless Fiji.
Honourable Prime Minister, Mr. Sitiveni Rabuka, Mrs. Rabuka, ministers, members of the Diplomatic Corps, FBC family, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. This evening is a combined agenda where we have 7 separate events to celebrate. So number one, obviously, and most importantly, we welcome our Honourable Prime Minister, Mr. Sitiveni Rabuka, officially to FBC, and being our line minister, we will be working very closely with him going forward in the future with regular updates and interactions. Number 2 is to announce our new acting CEO, Mr. Tarun Patel, who media personnel would know is a very experienced and qualified individual in the industry, and we are indeed fortunate to have secured his services in the acting position. Number 3 is to welcome our existing clients and guarantee we will work hard and tirelessly for you through our multimedia organization. Number 4 is to welcome our diplomatic and government clients, who I am already having talks with and finalizing a host of initiatives that are beneficial to both FBC and their respective parties. Number 5 is to announce our rebranding, which will be officiated by the Honourable Prime Minister and take place in a short while. Number 6 is to launch our new initiative between FBC and a major international network, which will be the beginning of an ongoing partnership. This will also be happening later this evening. And finally, number 7, and this is to welcome our new clients, who we have not had the pleasure of dealing with, and if we have, it's been very little. But the good news is tonight, we have already secured substantial financial commitments from these commercial businesses to support our new rebranded Fresh Look FBC. Can we have a round of applause for our new clients? This is probably going to be the only large function of this kind for the year, but it is worth it to be able to meet and interact with all our current and future clients and take their bookings, as well as honouring our Prime Minister and Line Minister. During the last few weeks, I've been in conversation with the Australian High Commission, the British High Commission, and the New Zealand High Commission, and I've been very impressed with the synergy and assistance offered by them, and now look forward to meeting other diplomatic and NGO organizations to see how best we can work together going forward. We must always remember that media is a very important tool in today's society, and we must be used responsibly and with due caution, as it is so powerful. If it has the respect of the people and is a credible organization, people will listen. I hope we can prove to the nation that we will be a respectable and credible organization. At this point, I'd like to thank our 7 FBC executives and their teams for the incredible work they've put in, not just now, but over the past few weeks, and especially tonight, to make this occasion very meaningful and joyous. Also, I'd like to thank our FBC board members here, Marioni, Cecil, and Hermendra, who have been working tirelessly. And in just 1 week, I've managed to drag them out to 4 board meetings. And a big round of applause to the team and also the board. Finally, I'm here to win the hearts of not just the FBC staff, but also everybody here tonight. We are all on a journey of life together, and many of us may need healing and also need to bury hate and resentment that may have been surfacing over time. But trust me, forgiveness is the best cure for all of us. If you have done something wrong, then the law will take care of that. But otherwise, let's encourage each other to do nation building. There's a Buddhist quote that says, and I'll just say it to you, holding on to hate is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Ladies and gentlemen, let's heal. Let's work together. Let's embrace each other's unique cultures. And most importantly, let's all build this beautiful nation we call Fiji. God bless you. Thank you very much, Vinaka.
The guest of honor, Prime Minister and Minister for Foreign Affairs, Civil Service and Public Enterprises, Honorable Mr. Sitiveni Rabuka, members of the Cabinet, FBC Board of Directors, members of the media, invited guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Nisambula, and a very good evening to you all. It's a new dawn and a new era for the FBC and the country as a whole. We, as an organization, believe in our ability to achieve exceptional leadership through the development of the industry, relying on a rational vision and mission that inspires us to be part of this transformation. It gives me great honor and privilege to be present here this evening and being part of this historic event. Please allow me to express my sincere gratitude to all present here today. On behalf of the FBC team, I'm extremely delighted to welcome the Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Sitiveni Rabuka, sir, his entourage, chairperson, and members of the FBC board, our shareholders, and invited guests. A very warm greetings to you all. I wish to convey my heartfelt appreciation to you all for availing yourselves this wonderful evening. Consequently, I assure you that today's function will bring memorable moments in the history of the entity. Media acts as an intermediary between an organization and its target public that creates awareness for the organization with an ability to create a positive impact for the chosen audience. It plays a crucial role in the uncovering, promotion, education, and dissemination of valuable information. The media also plays a vital role with organizations in maintaining an ethical and transparent work environment. Digital media is constantly evolving, which means that there are always new and innovative ways to use it. Therefore, organizational change is imperative for any entity such as FBC to succeed and grow. As the country's national broadcaster, I pledge that we stay true to our values of authentic collaboration, lifelong learning, creative thinking, uncompromised quality, and inclusiveness. This fearless commitment to our values and clients has led us to a brand fresh that more accurately reflects who we are, what our needs are, and where we plan to outreach. With consistent support, empowerment, and coordination from the Fiji government and its ministries, we assure you that the new beginning will deliver exceptional results and prove to take the entity to greater heights. We will continuously underpin the importance of taking ownership and participate in ensuring adherence to business ethics and integrity in the best interest of our shareholders, the Fiji government, and the people of Fiji. We humbly thank the FBC board members for their commitment and assurance and confidence in the team FBC. Please be rest assured that our commitment is genuine. We thank you for the vitality that you are generating, and we are proud to be taking part in the challenge to take the organization to a new destination. As we continue to grow, innovate, and build on principles of respect, transparency, and be a transformed force in the service delivery of our prime products, including radio, television, digital media, news, cinema ads, mobile apps, and billboard advertising. It is our obligation to our existing clients, our prospect clients, our business associates, and communities to serve, and our company to uphold the highest ethical standards, integrity, compliance, and governance in all that we do. Together, we will work to climb higher, to grow our business responsibly, to serve our clients with our viewers, listeners, and online content users with transformed objectives and clear focus for future success. Thank you all for being part of our story, and we are also enormously excited to be on this journey with you. I urge that Team FBC will work as a collaborative group in order to create extensive business partnerships with governmental, non-governmental, regional, and international counterparts guided by principles of good governance. Finally, in my capacity as the company secretary, I am privileged to officially announce that following the resolution of the Board of Directors in a special board meeting this week, Mr. Tarun Patel has been appointed as the new acting CEO of the FBC, effective from the 13th of February, 2023. Mr. Patel joins FBC, excuse me, as all personnel in the media industry would know that he has wealth of knowledge in broadcast and media, and he without doubt would be the most senior specialist in our industry who will play a significant role in taking the organization forward. I wish him best of luck. Pinaka Vakalevu, have a blessed evening.